We at Peats Soil Group, our company's been around about 50 odd years. My father started in the nursery industry, so as children we grew up in horticulture, and then we've gone on from there to grow into organics and recycling. So my name is Peter Waterwitz and I'm the Managing Director of Peats Soil Group. We employ about 110 people, but a part of our drive is to get organic waste out of landfill and return it back to sustainable soils. We recycle about 200,000 tonne of organic fraction. So we do about 50 to 60% of Adelaide's green organics, the wheelie bins at your house. We also do the mushroom farm up the road, which is about 40 to 50,000 tonne a year. We do chicken manure and pig manure and all those sorts of organic waste. And we just did a big project in Qatar where we recycled all the organic food waste and compostable products from the World Cup. But we also supply bulk products out to vineyards, potato growers, landscaping jobs, etc., etc. So that's where the 200,000 tonne of material that comes in, that's where the market it goes to. We've got to go to automation for several reasons. Finding staff in Australia is just hopeless at the moment. We can't find workers. And that was a problem before. We couldn't run 7 days a week or 24 hours a day because we couldn't find the staff. So our opportunity to grow the business was limited, and that's what the bagging plant has eliminated. Also, our packaging was not neat and tidy on the pallet, and when we presented at the store it was very, very untidy. So it was a combination of all those things. And then of course financially, once we committed to it, to see the actual financial gains out of the machine, it was fantastic.
Our considerations when buying a new piece of equipment are to ensure that it meets our objectives to improve our efficiency and increase our output of finished product, and to ensure overall improvements to our employee safety and make it a better working environment for everyone. My name's Shane Wright and my role is site engineer for Peats Soils at their Brinkley depot. The PT equipment we have at the moment includes a vertical form fill and seal bagger, a high-level palletizer and a stretch footer. At the moment they handle all our bagging responsibilities for our potting mixes and our composts.
Some of the bags that we pack for our competitors, they use the Premier Tech range, so it was ideal to have the same technology. The pricing was good, the reputation was very, very good, so it was a combination of several things that made us decide to take Premier Tech.
First it started out with scoping the machines to make sure that we covered all our objectives. That was a back and forth process which worked pretty well to make sure we covered all the requirements. Installation was tricky. It's like putting together an IKEA piece of furniture, but with some good instructions. Our technicians on site were good to deal with. It was very easy to work with them, and the machine went together pretty well. And then once completed and commissioned, we went through a pretty comprehensive training routine. So myself and others on the team were well educated before we started operating the machine. The impact on the automation of our process is that we've been able to relocate some employees to improve or further their job skills, and we've also been able to improve our efficiencies and reduce our work health and safety issues related to bagging quite heavy materials.
Improving the safety of our team members has been absolutely imperative, and also with all the claims that we had on work cover, whether somebody hurt their finger or hurt their back or whatever, so it's eliminated all those sorts of claims that we're having. So it's been a very, very, very good outcome for that. We've been able to make a much, much better looking bag on a pallet, which is very important in a store, in a Mitre 10 store or a Bunnings store or whatever. Efficiency is fantastic. We only actually have to now pack to order, whereas before we used to have hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stock on hand because we had to bag it manually. But now we can bag to order.
During our commissioning and initial running phases, we had a couple of teething issues, as any new piece of equipment does have. We placed a service request through the branch and were able to get quick and responsive service. And most of our issues were fixed within a short space of time, which kept us operational.
Summarises on all those issues of work safety, efficiency, being able to run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, being able to get a much better bag presented to the marketplace, a combination of all those things. not holding so much stock so we can produce to order. So they are the things that you look at when making that purchase.